Welcome, everybody. This is Etam speaking. In today's video, we are going to review what is a Robo Bear Challenge Hive. And I'm also going to go through the Amulets, and I'm going to review what Beequips are needed, and yeah, some other tips you might need to build your Robo Bear Challenge Hive. So let's get started. Before getting into details, I wanted to clarify one question. Why would you want to play a RBC Hive instead of a Red Hive? You could say. The answer is simple. First off, a Red Hive is way better for boosting in comparison to a RBC Hive because it has more um, precise bee, more spicy bee, and it has more bees to produce pollen, bees that give hive bonus to boost pollen. In RBC, you want pollen, but you also want to have a lot of attack, and you want to do great amount of pollen in white fields, so you will have to get more vector bee, and you will have to replace some precise, some uh, spicy bee, and other bee. We are going to review this later. So yeah, this is the main reason why you will want a RBC hive instead of a red hive. But let's be clear, you only need a RBC hive if you plan to do long run. If you prefer to do uh, like round 9 runs and run 12 runs even, anything below round 20 would not require a RBC hive, since you can do pretty much everything in not so much difficulty with a regular red hive. But after round 21, it's pretty decent to have a RBC hive as it's more polyvalent in other fields. So yeah, let's get right into the hive composition and the beequips. Alright, so let's start with the hive composition. As you can see on your screen, this is what most RBC hive looks like. It really depends on the player, and yeah, this is just a base that you can copy and modify uh, if you need. So as you can see from the start, there's a lot more vectors. On my hive I play 8, and this hive composition have 12. I have 11 precise on this composition while I play 12 on a regular red hive. And I have 8 spicy bees on my red hive while this hive only has 6. I guess you could replace one vector for another spicy if you struggle with flames. But yeah, for the epic bees, it's important to play Riley and Rage for more attack and more pollen respectively. Brave Bee and HTB. Brave Bee for more attack and HTB for more speed, obviously. And Commander Bee for more critical chance. You don't really need to play other kind of bee like um, Looker Bee, for example. It really depends on what you want, what you need. But yeah, So that's pretty much it. You don't really need the rat bee as well, but some players like to have it and some other don't. I don't really plan to have one in my RBC Hive, but yes, you can also remove Festive Bee if you want because Festive Bee is not uh, a really good add-on on our RBC Hive since the gifted ability bonus is convert rate at Hive. The gifted Hive bonus, sorry. So yeah, it's good for Oni Mark and Festive Mark if you got the Beequip, but otherwise you can pretty much remove it. It's good too for the festive gift, but yeah. So yeah, for the Hive, that's pretty much it. For the mutation, it's important to get attack on precise B, gator amount, or B ability rate on victors, convert rate on spices, and all the rest can be ability rate, B ability rate. Just make sure to have gator amount on digital B and attack on vicious B. Okay, now it's time for the Beequips. For the Beequips, you see it's already shown on the screen, but again, it really depends on what you want. This is just my recommendation. Personally, I will play one kazoo on Buy and B since it gives melody, 2 points NTS to boost red pollen and B gather pollen, one whistle to have more haste, but also melody if you have one, which is kind of rare. Charm bracelet on Carpenter Bee. If you have melody, I will recommend playing it on this bee. If you don't have melody on your charm bracelet, you can swipe this bee equip and use another one that gives a high bonus attack. You play two toy drums on Riley and Brave, toy Orn on Lion Bee and Crimson Bee, pink shades on Basic Bee, peppermint antennas with bar ability Hive bonus on Bear Bee, and obviously Sweatband on Digital Bee. And just to mention, um, this Beequip that I put on Vicious Bee, it's not the one that I meant to put there. It's just because the website that I use didn't have a Rose headband. So yeah, that's the Beequip I would use on Vicious Bee because it it can boost its attack by a lot. For example, me, I have +5 attack, +11 critical chance, so it's very decent on Vicious Bee as it boosts by a lot its impale attack. So yeah, um, you can also play Smiley Sticker on Vector if you want. You can only play two. If you have Smiley Sticker with Animark, I will recommend using it on ASTB because you get more Animark, so that's great. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I would say this RBC Hive is pretty decent as you will do more damage with Rage Bee and Brave Bee, but you will also do more pollen on Whitefield with more Vic and have more marks in general because Vector Bees give marks and marks surge, so you really need this to make more pollen. So yeah, just a reminder that this is just my recommendation. That is what I would switch to uh, when I go grind glitch drives. And yeah, I would say don't switch to this Hive if you're not doing long runs because it is pretty expensive if you can't afford it. And yeah, you can't really boost with that Hive. You will not do as much as you will do with a regular red Hive. So yeah, that's the end for this section. Now let's dive into the amulets part. All right, so let's start with the Supreme Star Amulet. As you can see on the screen, this is what you would want: red pollen, critical chance, pollen, bee gather pollen, instant conversion. But um, bee ability rate is slightly better than bee gather pollen. Personally, I prefer bee gather pollen since it's buff digital bee. But if your digital bee isn't so OP, I would say, don't try to get bee gather pollen. Instead, go for bee ability rate. So yeah. Now for the stick bug amulet, convert rate, obviously, bee attack, +2 red bee attack, pollen, and bee attack. Red pollen is better than pollen, but I'm so unlucky I never got red pollen. So this is my amulet, and it works fine, but red pollen is probably way better. Now for the shell amulet, you want as much goo percentage as possible. You want goo conversion and convert amount, so your bees will convert faster. That's what I run, and it is pretty much what I will run for any hive, except from for white hive. Now for the moon amulet, you want white pollen and honey per pollen. Honey per pollen is very much important. You can get movement collection if you want to, but it's pretty rare, so that's expensive. And yeah, that's pretty much it. For the King Beetle amulet, you need as much convert rate as you can, +1 bee attack. Don't eh, try to get +1 bee attack, not +1 blue bee attack, +1 red bee attack. It's really better if you get +1 bee attack because it's generalized and you could get a blue field instead of red field buffed. But since I'm a red hive, it's preferable to have red fields. Now for the Ant Amulet, you want as much convert rate as you can, +1 bee attack. Some players prefer pollen, but I would not recommend it. Go for bee attack. It's way better for attacking in a higher round of Robo Beer challenge. When you get to round 24 and 25, the enemies are so strong. Even a full level 20 Red Hive could uh, have difficulties to kill the bugs. So yeah, you want critical power and critical chance, white pollen and red pollen. And finally, for the Cog Amulet, now Cog Amulet is so complex, and as you can see, I run a Diamond Cog Amulet. I don't run a Supreme Cog Amulet because there's so much um, ability and buff you can get from Cog Amulet that sometimes it's better to have uh, a good Diamond Cog Amulet than a Supreme that is just random. So on the screen, you will see what perfect Diamond Cog Amulet should look like. So plus bee attack, plus red pollen, mark ability pollen, super critic power, and instant red conversion. Between mark ability pollen and super critic power is more important, and bee attack as well. So yeah, I would say the least important um, ability in this photo is instant red conversion. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the amulets. So this video comes to an end. I hope it helped you understand what is a RBC hive, what it should look like, and what are the amulets to go for. What is cool about a RBC hive is that it's very close to a red hive, so the amulets you need are the same you need for a red hive. So after going for a RBC hive, you can just switch to a red hive and do boost and do any uh, without changing your amulets, which is really great. Just know that if you want to switch to a RBC hive, make sure to have enough honey to switch back after, because you won't do as much pollen with the RBC hive. So yeah, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Also, you can join the Roblox group and purchase a t-shirt that will support me, and I hope it helped. Have a great day.